It's the night after the ball, Vaughn. You've been hanging out with Benjamin as usual. You know, there has been some activity, but the events of last night left you a bit rattled. And I think you had the intention of at least taking a breather from the Camarilla for a moment.
Yeah.
And going to check up on a few things. At one of your touchstones location, Nadine, you find something a bit unsettling. Before I go into that, Cradle, you're on a rooftop. Looking down at the street, you see Vaughn and an Asian man you haven't seen before, or maybe you have.
I haven't seen most Asian men before.
Arriving at a particular building where you had a bad feeling. You've been seeing a raven come and go, flying in and out of the window all night. But that's about it. No kind or kindred has come in and out of the building. Vaughn, you're standing outside the entrance to the apartment building. But you have a worried feeling in your stomach. There's not the usual, people talking inside their homes and children crying and other noises that comes with a huge apartment complex. And you see a bit of torn police tape on the ground. Killjoy, Cradle, are you still, are you obfuscated, or are you just sitting there, feet hanging
No,
over?
he'll be blushed, but he'll be just hanging out.
Well,
Yeah.
can you do wits and awareness for me?
Mm-hmm.
Just to see if you see Cradle.
Yeah, he'll be in like those, like slightly, they were white trainers, but they've just been muddied enough that they're a grey now. They're kind of kicking almost like a little girl's against the brick underneath, their shoelaces untied. Big heavy jumper, hood up.
You're gonna leave it at one?
I'll go ahead and re-roll.
You can reroll 2. But that beastie failure can be a bit ugly. 2 successes. 2 is fine. You're not trying to hide Killjoy,
Yeah.
are you? Or Cradle, I did it again. But yeah, you see, have you seen Cradle? Yeah, you saw him at the ball.
Yeah.
And I think we saw just before then as well when I came in. Oh no, Vaughn wasn't there when I said hi to everyone. When Darius waltzed me in.
He's sitting high up on the building opposite. Looking quite chipper.
He'll be whistling once he knows he's been seen. He'll be like...
I'd like to sense the beast on Cradle, like looking up at him, and see what I can get, like a general vibe from him.
I'm interested what general vibe Vaughn gets from Cradle.
I get nothing.
No, 0
Yeah.
successes.
Even in the
Perfect.
practice rolls, it's been bad for me to do.
Yeah.
So I hope it doesn't keep.
Yeah.
You know he
Yeah,
has
rolling.
You know he has a beast, but you can't feel it for some reason.
Too much whistling.
And Vaughn, with the feeling in his chest, and looking up at Cradle, and not being able to read him at all. But he looks to Benjamin. He's like, Benjamin, could you stay here for
Sure.
a moment? Oh, I'll be back.
Hello? Hello?
And Vaughn uncharacteristically just kind of like looks at him, and it's like a pretty cold look in his eyes, and then just walks into the building.
Hey, do you know a way down?
He ignores it.
Oh man.
I imagine
no
Benjamin
fire
just out
escape.
there awkwardly looking up at him.
This is like typical of London, you know? There's no fire escape. They're like the fire safety measures. I mean,
Wonder why the city keeps burning down once in a while.
yeah.
But you eventually get to the rooftop. There's a small hatch. A service hatch. There's a bit of noise from the ventilation up here, but that's about it.
You also still hear the whistling, and now it has changed to London's burning, London burning.
And when Vaughn begins opening the hatch, he kind of reaches into his coat and he kind of like puts his hand on the Saturday Night Special revolver in his pocket and just opens the hatch, just goes down.
Well, it's like a roof hatch, but yeah, you clearly see him come out, unless he's trying to hide, which I don't think he is.
Oh, I thought you meant I was going into the building.
Oh no, you're going up the stairs and then a hatch outside the. But yeah, you can.
Oh, no, then I wouldn't pull out. I wouldn't have a gun though.
But you hear the humming / singing as you exit onto the roof.
Hey, how's it going?
What are you doing here?
Oh, man, I asked myself that like 5 times a day. Is difficult to know when so many things are a bit wishy-washy. But here right now, I kind of had the feeling, you know, but this place was giving me a strange vibes. And when I think of like vibes, I think of you, because you know, me, I've been kind of a fan of yours. I would say maybe. I kind of been you know, feeling out for these things and watching some of your group with, you know, premonition. But, I don't know, with you, I don't know, I really want to meet you, you know, get to know you. And, I've kind of followed it. I didn't know who I was going to meet. I saw that Asian guy who I'd never seen before first. I was like, is it him? Is he special? I don't know. But then you walked in and I was like, hey, that's my man. Long answer, sorry.
So you were drawn here by a feeling?
Mm-hmm.
And why
I don't think it was
is?
for like sexual healing. It was a different kind of feeling.
All right. So
You seem rattled, my friend.
I'm just wondering why, of all of the excuse me, I'm sorry, but all of the pigeon shit covered roofs, this one would be the one that you would go to. And if you're drawn to it, because I know you have some sight beyond sight, so to speak, I'm just concerned why and who else could also be coming here too.
Oh, do you want a list?
You have a list?
Of course. Do I look like the guy who has a list? And he kind of pulls at his weird hoodie, and like he finds like a discarded receipt and a tissue in the pockets. He's like I have a list of. It's a receipt from a Tesco Express. This guy bought a lot of milk. No, but I mean, anyone with, what you call the sight beyond sight, what I call, I don't know, the Nexus, the crazy fucking place that you can put things out and everyone's listening. But you know, it's to me, it's you know 4chan.
I'm not. I'll be honest. I'm pretty old. I'm not too good on the.
No, it's a guy I know, Nosferatu.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, he kind of has this like message board thing he set up. It's kind of like that, you know. It's just a place that you can, you know, feel certain things and you read the information. But to be honest, mainly I just muddy the waters, make it seem deep, and then go where I feel, you know.
Yeah, I heard. Heard something on the news about those people.
Love the news. Great show.
On that we are agreed.
Yeah. Anyway, feelings. I thought you'd understand me here, man.
Listen. And he actually goes over and sits next to him, putting his legs over the side. Like, believe me, I vibe with your energy, man. Like, I feel it. You're pretty cool.
I thought I'd made a terrible first impression, so that's good to know.
No. It's one of those things where it's wrong place, wrong time, but right person.
Oh,
Does that make
really?
any sense? Yeah.
Man, now you're talking my language. Yeah. I'm right there with you. Yeah.
So, like, yeah, I don't mean to come off too rude, but
Oh, that's fine. I'm
uh,
about to, so it's all good.
all right, then feel free. Let's go ahead and tear the band-aid off.
Oh, sure. Oh, well, since you're so open. I mean, like, I don't know about you. Well, I do actually know quite a lot about you, but I don't know about you. But there's like these people here in London, and I mean all over the world, but in London that are pretty like, God, they are shit faces, right? Like, I'm not talking people. People I love. People grow and change, and man, they do all kind of fantastic things. They build everything here. But I mean, like these other people who kind of just ah, they like poop in the bathtub, you know? Like it's just the worst. They ruin it for everyone else, and it's not just because they're kindred or anything. You know, some kindred cool, some kindred, you know, want to take over the world and see power above everything else, and you know, kill innocents and ruin the end of an Elysium. And I was thinking that, like, I saw your face when that happened, man, and I was like, hey, he might be a kindred spirit who wants to change something. Actually punish some of these people who are above the law, you know. That's what I'm about. That's why I'm here, is because I did that where I was before. And now I had to be somewhere else. That makes sense?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense actually.
Because you know, a little bird told me that you were maybe thinking of moving. But I have bad news for you. It's like this everywhere.
I know.
You wanna go to Turkey? You wanna go to Egypt? You wanna go? The U.S. is the worst place. I gotta be honest with you. Oh my goodness. I mean, Jesus Christ, Mary, Mother of Jesus, Vishnu, everyone. Like, whoa.
Yeah, I grew up
See
there.
why they drink
I
so much. Yeah.
eat lots of food too.
Man, I miss, you know, like a good baklava.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Good yogurt in there as well.
Oh,
Anyway, we were talking about deposing some of the worst people in London, and I was wondering if I could count you in, you know?
I'm. I think I'm gonna level with you.
Uh-huh.
We're from different. We are very much the same, but we're also very different. And the way that I handle things is the way that many Ravnos handle things. You move on, and you outlast the people who are trying to hurt you. Inevitably, they fuck it up. So if I just go away for a little while, and I'll come back a little bit later, inevitably, time takes its toll. And that's sort of the way that we have survived. I wish I had some sort of magical wand that I could just make things better. These super old kindred can just be gone, just disappear.
Yeah.
But then maybe then I would be the next asshole.
You
quite a
ever
bit
hear
better.
this guy, Blackstone?
I'm familiar.
Yeah, apparently he was here for ages, man. But there's this dude. He's like the current prince or some bullshit. And him and like his lackeys very easily made him go away. And man, I got I got friends in fun places, you know?
I'm sure you
Humans
do.
in fun places. I'm not really good at this kind of deception thing, so I'm just gonna like, I'm gonna level with you. That sound good?
You've been
Yeah.
deceiving me? Is that what you're
Oh
telling
no
me?
no 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 no! I'm trying to do. I think it's called double speak.
Ah,
I don't know. There's this book I read like 1964. I don't know. I thought it was a comedy when I picked it up. Not true. Anyway, they called it something about double speak, and saying two things at the same time. I'm not very good at that. I got friends in the Second Inquisition.
hmm. All right. Those are very interesting friends to have.
Yeah, they're dangerous friends to have, but they they're friends still. And I learned from my last place that generally when you're trying to like outwit and attack like a really old powerful organization, being one guy is pretty hard. Having a buddy, having someone who isn't just gonna roll over and give my name, but someone who already has connections, someone who's been here a while, someone who's trusted, and someone who can more than oil hold me accountable, make sure I don't make the same mistakes that I did. I'm not really asking you because I just want you. I'm asking you because last time, last time things went bad in a nuclear way.
What do you mean?
You ever hear of a place called Chernobyl?
Are you saying you did that?
Hey man, I'm not saying anything. I'm just not proud of what involvement happened, but it wasn't worth it.
Shit.
Yeah,
Wow.
turns out they have countermeasures in place. A lot of these people. I didn't do my research. I didn't know the area. I didn't have someone who they trusted. Now I'm in a new body, feeling fresh, trying to make my way, and trying to not make the same mistakes. And that's why I need you, Vaughn. I know you still have a heart. I know you like Cheetos.
Yes.
I need Cheetos in my life.
So, what are you asking me to help you?
Yeah. Everything, man. I'm new here. I go somewhere, everyone looks at me. Everyone's paying attention. But you've been here a while. You can be seen when you want to be seen. And you're very good at that. But you know some of the history, you know some of the people. Some of the people that we don't like, that we might want to get rid of. So that this world can become safer, better, freer. so that when your brothers, your sisters, your clanmates move on to another place because life is too hard where they are, that they're gonna find somewhere where the blood-sucking parasites that are the shitlords ruining this world aren't going to already have their grip. You want to move on to somewhere else? There's nowhere else. We have to make it.
How do you know that your friends are trustworthy?
Because I love them and they love me.
That's not enough. Love can turn to hate. I saw that.
It can. But when people are inspired by an idea and by an ideal, that can bind them together stronger than love, but stronger than hate as well. I don't know much about your history, only your recent history. But I know that you have been in some combat, and you know camaraderie. I can't offer you that, but it is there for you to take if you want it. A different calling, different path. Not to leave, but to stay. Not to flee, but to fight. To go against your nature, like so many kindred don't.
I'm done being a soldier. But and I make no promises. But if you need something, feel free to run it by me. And maybe I'll help.
Hey, you're in! That's fantastic news! Oh, hook, line, and sinker. Oh, man. This makes me feel much less nuclear, and you have no idea what that means. Whew.
Hmm. I don't know what that means, but maybe it's best if I don't.
Man. I mean, there's not many nuclear reactors here, at least, but I think they'll probably have a plan to, like, I don't know, blow up. I don't know, something big.
Hmm. Well, just letting you know ahead of time, if you want me to go into a nuclear reactor of some kind, the answer is no.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh,
So,
that is a good choice, usually, if I'm asking you. Yeah,
hmm.
the number of people who I've asked that to and have lived for more than, like, a day is... Actually, is one.
Well, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
At least there's one.
yeah. Yeah, he's not so good. Uh,
And Vaughn kind of lets out like an exhale and he's like, all right.
and it is weird being, like, normal again. You know?
What do you mean normal?
Well, you know. I met this guy, he was like, I don't know. His wife just woke up. Something like that. Anyway, crazy powerful. And I had to, like, tell him to shut up before he hit me. You know?
Why would he hit you?
Cause I told him to shut up.
But
See, this is so much more fun.
I thought he didn't. I thought he didn't hit you.
That
'cause you told him to shut
expression,
up.
that right there. Oh man, you're in good hands, Vaughn. He like claps you on the shoulder.
Usually, I'm
Ah,
the one who's used to fucking with people. To be honest with you.
man, yeah.
Uh,
In-
Vaughn, you see Mugen land on the Nadine's window shelf in the building across. The same raven you have seen 3 times tonight, Cradle.
Nice looking bird, yeah.
Oh yeah, fine bird. And I'll use Barrel Whispers.
Yup.
And he has this rough night tonight. So
Uh,
2 total.
Remember the rouse.
Oh, should I?
It's fine. You're just calling him over, I assume.
Yeah, calling him over just to talk to him.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Takes flight and lands on your shoulder. Immediately trying to figure out if you have any food in your inner pockets.
And he pulls out a bag of Cheetos, and he's like,
Oh,
"There you go."
dope. Yeah.
You want some? And he just kind of offers him the bag.
Picking out a
The
few.
raven, I'm guessing.
No, to Cradle.
Oh, Cradle assumes it's the raven at first, despite like it's like, oh no, man, I can't eat. Like the crumbs
Uh,
and then the
I got you. I
blood.
got you.
Yeah.
Sorry. I thought I'd just be polite. And he puts it back in
it's
his
all good.
pocket.
They smell great.
Mm-hmm. And he goes over to the bird. He's like, "What's happening? Are you all right?"
Fine. Takes a few Cheetos.
All right, I paid the toll. Now talk to me. What's up?
The predators came earlier, but the wolves came first. They have your mate.
The wolves too.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Okay.
But this place is not safe.
And I kind of like look over at Cradle for a second, and then look
It's like
back
a
at the bird.
smiling albino with a thumbs up.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
Did a great job, and he puts more Cheetos towards the Raven. It's like, go on and tell Marcus I'm on the way.
He's waiting north, I think. It's trying to figure out how a raven's vocabulary would be, but yeah, it points you in a general direction.
Like towards Lupine territory.
Yeah, Enfield.
Okay. All right. Well, Cradle, and he stands up and he takes the
yo.
Cheeto dust and wipes it off on his coat and puts it back in his pocket. It's been a pleasure, but I have business to attend to. But I like this talk. It was nice.
That makes 2 of us, you know? Well, maybe 3. I don't know how much the raven heard.
He's looking at you as you're speaking. But
This is a very perceptive bird.
Is that a euphemism?
No, just a statement of fact. He's also a good friend.
I love those. Statements of fact as well. Yeah. It's like the news, you know?
Well,
Love the news.
I'll just say it's nice to at least meet one non-bathtub shitter here in London.
Oh man, I hate those BSs, you know?
That could be a nice little code language.
I think BS already means something though.
I don't know a lot of these lingos. I'm a little out
Anyway,
of
you
the-
got a date. I've got to figure out how to get off this roof.
There's no stairwell or so. The hatch I came out of.
You lead the way.
I have my own way down, but if you just go down the hatch, you'll find your way. So you got this. I believe in you. And then he jumps off the roof and lands at street level.
Phil turns around and is like, "You are gone." Yeah, yeah,
The Batman escape.
Yeah.
yeah. And he's just like, "Oh man, he made me so nervous." He says to the Raven, "Like, I'm not used to being nervous, but I needed him to like me, you know?"
It's just sitting there and picking Cheetos apart, eating it. But it's looking at you when you're talking to it.
You want a receipt for milk?
Flaps his wings and just takes a few steps back.
Me neither, man. He'll try and find the hatch and exit the scene. Yeah.
Before I change scene, Vaughn, is there anything you want to do or prepare or get on the way to Enfield?
So he'll go up to Benjamin and be like, "Hey, so I think I need some time alone."
I looked
That
at
guy.
her place, it's completely trashed, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have much hope right now, in general. And I feel like there is not much I can do in the grand scheme of things. And he's purposely saying things that are a little bit vague, so he's not like trying to actively lie, or he's just kind of statement like there's implications to it, but he's not directly lying, and he's just, if you want, you can, I don't know, if you want, you could just head back to the bars and stuff, and I'll be along later. I'm just gonna.
I think I'm gonna swing by the Rebellious Fist.
I think I could do very well there.
I prefer the Anarchs as company. Can be fun. I wanna fuck with Josh a little. Make his illusions real.
Don't do it too hard, all right? He's a good soul.
Yeah, I
At
know.
least he seems like it. Anyway, all right. I'll catch up with you later. And depending on how far away Vaughn is going to hotwire a car that he finds on the road, and he's going to drive there if it's far away. So
Well, it takes a while, but it's in the middle of the night, so the traffic is not that bad. But do a, I guess, drive and larceny.
ooh.
Come on, you're also being terrible so far. This one can be good.
I'm hoping. So drive and larceny?
Yeah, I don't know if you actually can do that, or if you have a stat that's equivalent to one of them.
I have like larceny and then a specialization in Grand Theft Auto. Would that work?
Yeah, but I'm more thinking, do you have anything that's the same stat as drive? Because I don't know if the sheet will allow you to do a skill on top of a skill as a roll.
I have 3 dots in
Oh, just
drive.
do larceny and dex. It's the same thing.
All right, and do I get the bonus die from the specialization?
Yeah.
Okay. And dex. Come on.
3.
Oh. My
Well,
God.
it's an older car from the 90s, you think? But it's easy to hotwire and break into because it's not a digital mess like the newer ones. And
A bit above my pay grade. Those newfangled cars.
you need technology for that. But you start to drive north from Haringey into Enfield. And then we jump scene. Naomi.
Yes.
Good. I was just checking to see if the mute was on. I need you to go to the very bottom of your sheet and click the humanity button at difficulty 3.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
I don't know what that means.
Do I add that to the modifier?
Not the modifier, will ask you for the difficulty after the modifier. That didn't look right. You don't have 0 humanity. I think his sheet is cursed.
It didn't ask me anything after the modifier.
Okay,
Wow.
you're right. It didn't ask, but
Okay.
it didn't roll any dice either. Can you hit the button again and just see what happens?
Sure. 1.
There we go. Now,
Oh no.
do you want to re-roll 3 of those dice?
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
So just fire off the humanity again?
No, do a willpower re-roll.
Okay.
Just crossing it off and add 3 dice. Two is not enough.
Oh no.
I'm gonna go insane, aren't I?
No, you're just not gonna wake up.
Okay.
Alex. Then we jump to you.
I mean,
Yes, of course.
Do the same thing. A humanity roll.
All right.
Difficulty 3.
This is not the way you want to wake up.
why is this happening?
Yeah. Thanks, Cradle. Appreciate it.
Hey, man, this wasn't me. My plan's not even started yet. Yeah.
I guess this is your guys' episode.
2. Do you want to reroll one of those?
I would like to re-roll. Yes, I think I'll do that. Give me just a second. That's 3.
3 is enough.
Ooh.
Just barely. Alex is, he's not liking having to wake up before his normal time, but okay.
You're sleeping, and then you hear a voice in your mind, a woman's voice saying, "Wake
Get
up!
up!
Wake up!" It's just a calm whisper,
Okay.
as it usually is. Where you open your eyes and you're looking at the floor and realize you're on someone's shoulder, who's carrying you. It's Darius, and he's arguing with Mira and saying, "We should have done the ritual on him as well. I know, but we can't do it now." And they both notice that you're waking up. You see sun outside, so they're moving in the shadows, trying to get to the other elevator.
Yeah. Yeah, naturally.
Darius puts you down. You feel very stiff.
Yeah. This is, yeah. Way before my alarm. Okay, so what's going on? Situation, sit rep. What's the sitch?
Antigen downstairs. They're storming the building. Gas has been deployed. Everyone is being arrested, and we thought we would just get you the fuck out.
Yeah, that works. Fuck me. Okay. Get me out of here.
Yeah, Harris is gone. I told him to leave because it wouldn't do anything good if he was arrested.
Yeah. Okay. That's.
You sort of feel a burning feeling in your nose, and you can see this red mist coming out just slowly from the ventilation.
No. Away from the red mist. Do we have surely we still have the gas masks and everything that Killjoy provided. Surely we still have that gear, right? Everybody's got to put one of those on. We can't be doing that, so yeah.
Darius says it doesn't help. It affects our skin. It's not actually.
Oh shit.
So
okay.
he just points towards the hallway that has no windows, towards the room with the secret elevator.
All right.
You need the wetsuits again.
Yeah.
Episodes and episodes ago.
The sewer wetsuits. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That our ST did research for. So okay, so he's gonna wake up. He's gonna be like, okay, all right. So do we know? What do we? I realize that this is all. Thank you. His mind. He's just like someone who just isn't awake yet, but he's just like, okay. So do we know about anybody else right now? Is there?
Not at the moment. Nera and I woke up about 10 minutes ago. We did a ritual like we always do before we go to bed. Woke up when we felt danger and started to hear the screams.
Yeah, naturally. Yeah.
Nera looks at you and says, I need to teach you that.
I actually believe, let me just see here. Yeah, Alex has that ritual.
Do you have Wake with Evening's Freshness?
He does.
Oh.
He does, actually.
So yesterday was just a night. He forgot to do it, I guess.
He just forgot to do it, yeah. I mean, why would he even think about that, especially with the Inquisition knocking on his door the night prior? I don't know. Anyways, yes. Well, maybe that's the reason why he woke up anyhow. So yeah, he's stirring awake. He's still a little groggy, and he's like, okay, so just you two, and this is the situation as it is. Okay, do we have an escape out of here? Yeah.
The elevator, okay. Which leads to, well, eventually the sewers. We don't know if they're down there as well, but we are counting on them not being there.
Right. Or at least not there yet. Okay. He's just going to go along with what they're doing. He's going to make sure that before they drag him, well, I guess they're already dragging him out of the building. He would grab some weapons, obviously, before, because obviously if they run into anybody.
Nera is holding the relations of a dark mother like it's a small child.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. And you know, at least, yeah, that's what we need. That and the, I mean, they can't burn the building down, right? I mean, that's not something they can do.
I don't think
they better not. I mean, that's not okay. We're gonna, yeah. He's like, I look back. He's like, did you get the plant? Did you get a piece of the plant? It's like, oh God, you know, like he doesn't, like he's built a fucking fortress here. Like this isn't okay. So yeah, this is definitely against a lot of convictions of his and everything else. So yeah, he's upset. he's just waking up. This is the worst. So
well, you're gathering the essentials.
Gathering the essentials is basically what we're doing.
Going to a room. I don't know what's in it. That's not important because it has a secret door.
Yeah,
that's what is important, and a secret elevator.
Yeah,
that goes sub basement. You've
of
never
course.
used it before?
Mm-mm.
There was once where you went towards it the night you met Darius, but other than that, there's not been a safety threat of this magnitude.
Yeah, this is offensive. It is. It's offensive.
And it hasn't even been 24 hours yet since they said you had 24 hours. It's been more like 12.
Rude. Yeah, offensive. This is. You can't even trust them. They're just worthless, untrustworthy, vile trash. That's what they are. They don't even fight fair. You know, like I was courteous enough to give them the timeline, truncated as it was, and they couldn't even keep their word. Like uncivilized in the extreme. So yeah.
Darius is nodding at everything you're saying, but he's also looking tired.
Yeah.
And
yeah, no, bleary-eyed. We're all getting out of here. Alex is on mission here. He's working through his emotions in a healthy way, and so yeah, he's definitely just expressing his anger. at this, his outrage at this kind of treatment. So I'm the fucking prince. Like, do they know who I am? I'm not only the fucking prince, I'm like the most famous celebrity in London right now. So somebody's manager is going to hear about this. So yeah. So we're going to get to the special room, to the special tunnel.
You get to the special room. It's filled with everything you might need during an
Absolutely.
escape.
Yeah.
Weapons,
wetsuits,
armor,
and armor, and
the whole thing.
goggles, and grenades, and everything. Yeah, guns, lots of guns. Yeah.
Nera opens a hatch door, but more like something you would find on top of a bunker. It needs to be turned. It can only be opened from this side.
Mm-hmm. It has a special password that's coded in, like, or at least a retinal scan and everything. Yeah.
And Darius says, shh, as she opens it. And says, you guys need to go left. I'll go right and distract them.
Okay. We're going to use the special walkie-talkie stuff to stay in touch. And he hands him one. Once again, another gift, another leftover from our previous security.
In case I can't, he pulls out a small red magnet, it looks like, and hands it to you.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Keep that on you. I'll be able to find you.
Okay.
But he disappears, running right.
Dark Mother, go with you.
And Nera's just looking at you, and then down the left hall, you can hear footsteps coming from the right where Darius ran to, and you see flashlights flickering down there.
Okay.
But going in the opposite direction. You walk for about 30 seconds, and then you start hearing gunfire and people screaming.
Yeah.
And you start to, because it's so fresh, you start to smell the blood. So Darius is going to town, and you hear the sounds of flamethrowers as well. The nice...
Not good. Flamethrowers are not good. They're down here too. Great. That's fantastic. So, yeah.
But eventually...
We're going to keep going.
You get to a part of the sewers where there's just a large drain downstairs and a small railing you can walk on. And Nera looks at you, still holding the book, says, do we go further down or further in? I imagine you have a flashlight, otherwise you wouldn't be able to see shit down here.
Yeah, that's true. He doesn't have anything to help him see in the dark. He does have sense the unseen, but he doesn't have anything beyond that. So he has a flashlight. Further down or further in, just out of character, can you tell me what she means by that?
Or it's either jump into the water, the drain, or walk along a railing further into the sewers.
We're going to go into the water because that's the one place where they can't go, being air breathers, and we're not. So into the water is usually a safer option, and no flamethrowers down there unless they're using some kind of special, propellant or something. So yeah, into the water seems better.
Nera looks at the book, says, "Good thing you're magical."
Of course.
And then hands it to you.
Yeah.
Jumps mid-air. She turns into a sea lion.
Yeah. Perfect.
And waits for you down there.
Yeah. And he's going to jump down. He doesn't have that capability to turn into a sea lion just yet. Working on it. It's a work in progress. He's getting there, but just not yet. Yeah. It's not something that you learn right away as a Ventru. So one day, life goals. So
it's not a difficult thing to do. You're just jumping in, and when you're in the water, you obviously start to sink because no air. But she grabs the top of your shirt with her mouth and starts pulling you.
That's right. We're going to let the sea lion do the work here. Because she can swim faster than he can. So, sea lion, Alex plus sea lion is swim movement here. So, yeah.
Swim for a good while, following the stream or the flow of the water.
Yeah.
And eventually get
sea lions are fast.
You get to a room where a lot of these strains, they meet. And there's like a large grid you can stand on, and the water just flows in. But Nera, she grabs with one of her paw fins thingies, whatever they
Flippers.
have. They have claws on them, and just flings you up on it and turns into human form again.
You gonna land on it?
First thing you check, of course, is the book. It's not been soaked.
That's right. It's still there. They made them. They don't make them like this anymore. Yeah.
She looks around and says, "I guess this is as good a place as any to rest for the day, unless you want to go further." And she looks down.
And do we know where we are? Just out of character.
Not at all. Nosferatu domain.
Yeah. Have I heard anything at all, any communication at all on the communication device, the walkie-talkie?
Nothing yet.
Okay.
There is very little signal down here.
Yeah, so I don't expect there to be. Given that we have no idea where we are, if we go further, he's going to turn to Nira. Be like, do you happen to know which direction to get out of the city in general here, or to get out of at least?
I mean, if we follow the water, we're probably eventually going to hit somewhere along the Thames. But
that's why I figure
the sun is still up. If we go further down,
How long? That's a great point. How long before sundown?
6 hours.
Okay.
And you feel yourself. It is hard to stay awake, and you will eventually need to spend willpower to do it.
Okay.
Out of character.
Well then, knowing that he would, this place seems relatively safe. He would look for ways to make it more secure. Although given how deep they are and where they are, it would strain credulity to think that they're going to get all the way down here. But he wouldn't put it past them. So, if there's any grates or anything like that to at least stymie their progress, he would do that. He would move them in place or something like that. Try to secure the area as much as possible. He also can perform the Wake with Evening's Freshness ritual if it helps to kind of take this in shifts. So that one of them is awake while the other one is.
But if they find you, you're certainly going to be awake for it and ready this time.
Yeah, that's all he's going to do. He's going to try and make the place secure until such time as he doesn't need to spend willpower to stay awake to do that. He feels like she has done a great job of taking us to a place that will at least be difficult, if not unknown to them, to get to,
Well, they can't track us through water.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So, and we don't emit any body heat or anything like that. So there's no reason why they should know we're down here. And there's nothing else around here that should pose an immediate threat to us. And he's looking to her to confirm that.
I don't sense anything.
Yeah. Okay.
And the only thing I smell is shit.
That would make sense given where we are. Yes, and he's not going to think about the shit because right now that's preferable to being burned alive, and his thoughts are turning to the rest of his coterie and wondering. Well, also revenge because right now he's super pissed, but that has to wait. So, yeah. They fucked with his building and they broke their promise. They broke their word. So that's just, and yeah, and that's putting his life in danger. So he's just really kind of irate right now. Yeah. Were he not such a calm and collected Ventru, he would be losing his shit right now. So yeah, he's understandably, it's an amazing understatement to say that he is upset. So yeah.
Were you preparing and falling back into day sleep with Nera by your side?
Yeah.
Do you want to do the ritual?
Yes, definitely. He's going to do the ritual for sure.
Rouse and ritual
Okay.
roll.
It's one success.
Was that intelligence plus?
Oh, you know what? That wasn't aroused. That was no, that was manipulation. You have manipulation here. No, wait. You know what? I did the wrong thing. I did the wrong thing.
Also, your hunger is not a 3.
Oh, okay.
It's at 1.
Okay, that's 3 successes.
That is more than enough.
Okay.
Did you do the rouse?
I will do that now.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so that's 2.
Will you both prepare the same ritual?
Yep.
Just to be sure.
Just to be sure. At this point, anything could happen.
Well, it becomes night. Naomi, you wake. There's bright lights around you. You hear a zzz from one of the light bulbs. You're chained to a gurney. You have tubes coming in and out of you. There's a... I can't remember what they're called, but it measures pulse. It's on your finger. Obviously, it's flatlined. But all the usual hospital equipment, along with some extra stuff. And you're kind of... The gurney is tilted, so you're kind of standing up almost.
Okay.
With all this shit inside you. But it's evening. Do a rouse. Just for waking up. A little bit of hunger gain. The beast is not happy with being tied down and waking up in strange places.
So being quite startled waking up, she's like obviously very disgruntled. This is not what she ever would have expected. Has no idea what's going on.
Feel weird. There's something going into you that's preventing you from using your powers.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to be my second question. Fuck, where'd I go? She's like, I guess now I'm the experiment. And she tries to look through all of the... like, the lights are giving her a headache. And they seem louder than normal. But she's trying to look past that to see what kind of environment she's ultimately in.
Well, from where you are, you can just see a hallway, and you kind of feel like you're in a zoo, because it's a large window into the room you're in.
Yeah.
Where if people were to walk by it, they can clearly see in, because you can see another room on the other side where you see a burnt bat-like corpse.
Ooh.
And Very crisp man. Well, his clothes you recognize as Victor's. You hear.
Sorry. I was actually thinking of possibly using like insight and intelligence.
To
see what the other burnt people are. She's been around corpses, so.
Well, you don't have to make a roll for that. It's Lady Blackmore and Victor's burnt corpse, but it's in the room opposite. Lady Blackmore looking a bit more crisp than Victor. His clothes is completely unscathed, apart from a bit of salt.
And there's nothing that's happened to her yet, I guess.
Other than all the things coming in and out of you, and being trapped.
That's the worst way of putting it. She is really startled, more or less, and basically is between tears, anger, sadness, despair, and like basically just yells Victor's name out of just sheer desperation. She doesn't know if she's on any chemicals. She doesn't know last time. Like, she started to feel hungry. So, and the fact that she can't eat is adding to the issue.
But you hear a from something that's opening the door. And a man enters. He's middle-aged, Caucasian. He's wearing a lab coat, a huge crucifix around his neck. He has a notepad.
Fuck.
He walks over to a computer, completely ignoring you. Does a few keystrokes, looks at you, says, subject is female, Caucasian, appears to be in her mid-20s, true age unknown. She is human of appearance. She has no distinguishing marks other than a tattoo on her back of a ram. He's sort of walking towards you and turning you a bit just to confirm. Then he looks at you for just a moment and then looks at the pad again and says, "What's your name?"
Fuck. Can she use... No, she can't. Fuck.
She can use disciplines. It's just a bit hard at the moment.
Yeah.
I think it's stamina and composure.
Okay.
Difficulty 3. 2 is not enough. And unfortunately, you can't willpower this.
Yeah.
You try to get pissed and terrifying, but it doesn't work. He is looking at you, not answering his question, and then he raises his crucifix. You see a bright light coming from it. Do a willpower roll.
Oh, fuck.
It's just the one called VP roll or WP roll. 3. 3 is not enough. You feel your own, you're just talking without wanting to and saying your true name, Naomi Townsend. And then you kind of get control of yourself again, and he sets it down a bit again. See, much easier. How old are you, really?
Assuming, I think she just says 44 out of frustration and tries to like move her body to like get the shit out of her.
You try, but you're pretty good, like chained up at the moment.
Yeah.
It's, some reinforced shit, and you also kind of feel physically weak from the chemical that's going into you. It's whatever was in the syringes.
Oh, yeah,
You have analyzed it, you know how it works. Well,
you
know that it works. And he notes down what you're saying, walks back to the computer, and starts to, well, type away, completely ignoring you again.
She is between having absolute heartache with Victor beside her, knowing that one of her people that were close to her, like a lot of things are just going through her mind right now. And then I guess through some sort of like vulnerability and like tears, she basically, she doesn't yell, but sternly says to the man, I know what you're doing.
Do you know? Just still typing away. What am I doing then?
Is this about the what do you call it? The pandemic.
No. This is about killing monsters, dear. I don't know if you've noticed, but you are one. I think you would have noticed over the course of 20 years. He looks at you. How often do you kill? Do you need to kill? I guess the better question would be, do you feel the need to kill?
She actually takes this as an opportunity, and how much information do you need? She tries to negotiate.
Just documenting everything about you, and then you'll be terminated, like the rest. Going into the big oven. He smiles.
She looks at Victor and he's pretty crisp already.
He looks over it. That's an interesting pair. Found in the remains of a burnt down building. Quite intact. The screen starts to flicker and he's sort of tapping it, like he's weirded out by it.
Yeah.
And the lights start to do the same. The machines around you, they start to fizzle out. And then you just hear a vroom. Everything goes black.
Okay.
Then you hear a neck snap.
Ooh.
And then blood on the wall. And you feel everything's being pulled out of you.
Ooh, okay.
And whatever.
I think I can see in the dark.
Yeah, in a moment.
Okay.
Your powers are slowly returning as this red substance is no longer going into you.
Okay.
Well, you hear a voice, a posh British voice, that says, "Get up, darling, we don't have much time." It's Nemesis.
Finally. And
the lights are flickering and you see her in the shadows. The man is, well, he lost his head, literally. She hands you your daggers. You forgot those.
yes, thank you. She puts him, I guess, in like some sort of body holster she has normally.
Well, you have what you fell asleep in at the moment.
Yeah, just, I guess, a nightgown.
Always go to bed with a knife strapped to your hip. But yeah, Nemesis, she says,
Okay.
"You get him out. We meet back here. I won't be long. It'll only take a couple of minutes."
She looks over at Victor and sees if there's any like things she has to remove from him, or is he just a corpse?
Oh, he's chained down as well, but he is a
Okay.
crisp corpse in the other room.
Okay.
But Nemesis, she punches through the glass,
Okay.
shadows, and then the backup power comes along. Everything
Okay.
goes red, and you start to hear an alarm.
So she scrambles to like jolts to scramble to get him free, more or less. She's not that strong, so I like can't really, I guess, pick him up. She's like, is there a La Sombra in here somewhere, or like, did you do this? And she looks at her.
Or me.
Okay.
Um,
Well, we can't teleport.
I can.
You can,
Kinda,
okay.
as long as it's dark. But 2 minutes, she says, and moves down the hall with fleetness. Where two guys come around the corner. Everything is still blinking and kind of dark, and you just see like a shadowy tendril grabbing them and pulling them aside as she runs past them.
Was that portal to hell?
No, it's just La Sombra shit.
Okay. That makes sense.
But you have, Lady Blackmore to your right, Victor to your left. They're both chained down just in case.
Yeah.
You're not strong, you say, but you do have acid blood.
Yes. Yeah.
So if you want to use that, then do a rouse.
Okay. Sorry, I thought that was implied earlier, and I forgot I had to roll for it.
Yeah, this is fine. You start slowly dripping onto the chains on Victor's corpse. It's not... When your blood lands on him, nothing happens. You know that this does not hurt Kindred in any way. It's mostly annoying, but... Well... He is certainly in torpor.
Yeah, is he on any slave support? Probably not. That's not necessary.
But you can...
She tries to get both of them free.
Lady Blackmore as well?
Yep.
Well, she's in a different state. As soon as you even try to touch her, she crumples into ash.
Fuck. Okay.
And you actually see a place where it looks like a hand has kind of scooped a bit of ash.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, she's absolutely horrified by that.
But you can carry Victor.
Yeah, okay.
But I need you to do a strength and athletics to move around with him.
Yeah, I know. It's my worst roll.
Well, the beast wakes up and runs into the hall because she does not care about Victor, and you put her here, so.
Yep.
You hear-
This ain't the time.
The guys down the hall who have been smashed into the walls and are currently picking themselves up. You see yourself running on all fours, very fast, down to them. Chewing down on one of them, the other stabs you. You take two superficial damage,
Okay.
but you go to 0 hunger
Okay. Perfect.
when the beast is just shredding through these guys. If your nightgown was white, it's no longer.
Yeah. No, it'd be black, but yes.
And you kind of come to yourself and maybe get your priorities straight again.
Yeah, she leaves the body. Can I blink to dagger the other guy's neck? So I can kind of...
He
Sorry?
is very dead, but you have a knife sticking out of you. Yeah.
So I pull it out.
Yep. You do not bleed your kindred. Does hurt a bit.
I run back to poor Hector's body, just horrified,
Yeah, he's
and
probably
trying to be gentle.
fallen on the floor.
Yeah.
Imagine you just like kind of flipped him off the gurney.
Oh yeah, he's probably some sort of dead fish, just fucking Skyrim version.
Super crisp.
Yeah, she's like, this man needs moisturizer. And a lot of bandage. Is Nemesis even remotely around seeing any of this?
No, but you hear the screaming down the hallways. Sure, she can't be that far.
Okay, so she holds Victor and uses her speed ability. Maybe even blink to get back to her, because she's dependent on this portal, right? She has absolutely no hesitation wanting to get out of there ASAP. There's too much blood everywhere. It's just she's seeing too many of her friends, co-workers potentially being tested on.
Well, you're
Just like never meant to be this way.
moving awkwardly around with Victor's very stiff and charcoal-like corpse and
Yep.
Nemesis appears. She has blood all over. Her hair is completely soaked, and she's smiling from ear to ear.
Actually, I had a really morbid thought. Can I remove all of Victor's limbs to make him easier to carry? And I'll strap him to my back.
Sure.
Okay.
Arms and legs,
Yeah.
because the head kind of needs to be attached to the torso, or otherwise he's not waking up again.
Yeah. She's never gonna forget this.
Nemesis,
she
she's holding a bronze dagger. It
Yeah.
looks ancient, and you're kind of repelled by it.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even look at it. It's the same kind of energy that was coming from the guy's cross. But she's
Okay.
holding it like it's a knife. And she looks at you, smiles, and says, "So are you in or are you out? Can I count on you, or do you want to be left here to die?"
I don't think her daggers will cut as quickly, so she gets as many limbs off as possible. Straps them to her back and then just doesn't even question, just gets the fuck out.
Are you in?
Whatever means, yeah. That she mentioned.
I want the sword. 10 minutes with it, not the object itself.
Holding it or like in the same room?
I just need
She
to
has
be in the
no
same
time for
room.
this. Okay.
I want a yes. No more flippant comments and talking shit about me. Same team, you and I.
Same team? You're asking a lot.
She looks around. You want to be here instead?
You're allowed to be 10 meters of the sword.
We can talk about the terms later, and you both quickly move into a corner, and you're being
Okay.
pulled out through a shadow into a forest. And she looks at Victor and says, "You want me to carry him?"
Please.
She holds him up with ease. She clearly has potence, and smiles at you and says, "Try to keep up," and starts running. You can do a rouse for fleetness if you want to keep up.
Yeah, I just like, bitch, please. She says that internally. Sorry, what was the rule again?
Just a rouse for the fleetness.
Oh, cheers. Oh yeah, because I went back to 0.
Honk again. Back at 1. The beast yawns, wakes up again. That was boring. Could have killed them all.
There's too many, and you've been a bad girl.
But yeah, you are... well, you don't quite know where you are, but... you're smart enough to know you're running south. JK,
Yes.
you need to do a humanity roll.
Lovely. It's starting off strong.
Good luck, bud. Praying for you.
The same.
Roll high.
Ah, that's no fun.
He's got the lowest humanities.
Oh my god.
I don't need to rescue a second person.
1.
Do you want to reroll 3 of
Ye-
those?
Yeah, you do.
I apparently do.
4 is enough.
Okay.
4.
Okay, he's good. He's good.
Hey.
You wake up during the day because Wara is screaming into your face, and you just feel like blood and bile coming onto it from her mouth. But
That's the way I like to wake up.
She is screaming, "Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! God damn it!" and slapping your face.
I'll get up.
You feel very stiff. You feel like this is certainly during the day.
What's happening?
They're breaching the building upstairs. Police.
Is the Morgan and
haven't seen
her
them.
hubby? Okay. Do they know where we are?
I don't
in the
know
building.
if they know about the sub basement, but I think they're going to get here eventually, or just you smell smoke. And she says, "Set the whole place on fire."
Well, Smoke travels upwards, at least.
They also have some gas canisters, but I can't see anything coming out of it.
That might not be good. I guess we'll go hide further down. I can animate some guards to help out.
I just want to say out of character right now, your dice pool cannot exceed your humanity at the moment. Just so you know.
Good to know. But yeah, I'll bring Vara down into the basement. Take with me if there's anything like of the cure that is still down in my morgue. I'll just grab it and bring it with.
I may imagine you have like a a case of samples and notes and things like that.
Yeah,
Very
stuff
organized.
stuff I don't want the Second Inquisition to find.
Well, there are about 20 hearts that's lined up on the wall, and
What are they gonna do?
but how are you gonna get out if you don't want to get out into the sun? Because I don't recall you having a postern exit.
Nope. There is a bunker, and if the bunker fails, I burn.
So you want to go down to the bunker?
Yeah. And once I get down there, I'll close the door and try my best to perform a ceremony before the door gets knocked down.
Do the rouse?
Success.
You just want to reanimate some guards outside the bunker?
Inside
Inside.
to help hold the door. I can do the ceremony roll as well. My dice pool can't go past. Okay. So that's 2 less dice.
This is a
Wait,
level
no.
1 ceremony, right?
Yeah.
Couldn't you just take half and succeed? I think.
Not if I. Oh yeah,
two is
yeah, I
enough.
can do that.
Yeah.
2 corpses should help.
Good. You reanimate some corpses. Vara is freaked out at first, but she's not the first corpse she's seen waking up. You don't hear much because you're inside a bunker.
I'll just tell the guards to just hold the door closed. And then I'll go further down into the bunker and activate Sense the Unseen to see if the Banshee's hanging around. As I believe I still have one last.
I believe you told
Come in.
her to hang out, so she is.
Appropriately so.
Master?
Hello. We have some intruders on the grounds.
I hear them.
Would you mind dealing with them?
No,
Thank you.
but I need to inform you this is the last time.
I'm well aware.
Goodbye then.
Goodbye.
She fades, and then do a wits and intelligence here.
Wits and intelligence. That's gonna be 5 dice.
Maxing out the pool.
-2. I'll re-roll 2 of those. Why not?
Yeesh.
2.
2 successes.
2 is okay for this. It could have gone horribly wrong, but this is kind of in your realm, and it just occurs to you, and you quickly cover Vara's ears before the scream.
Didn't think of that, no.
Very, very loud from upstairs. That's the only thing you hear, is the woman's scream. The wail of a tormented woman. And then everything is silent, apart from the moaners holding the door together.
Okay.
Vara is, she's bleeding from the left ear. She's saying, "What the fuck was that?"
A banshee.
Of what?
A banshee.
Yeah, I've seen it before. They're terrifying. Why do you have a banshee?
My sire provided one.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What time of day is it, by the way?
She looks at her watch. Noon.
So this might be a perpetual issue. Okay. Worst case scenario, if they try to break in again, I'll tear open the shroud. No way, I don't have that much fresh blood. We'll have to go outside first.
I think if you go outside, you die, right?
Yes, but I just need a fresh body. And I believe there should be a couple upstairs right now.
But the whole thing is probably on fire now. I don't know. They had flamethrowers.
Oh, that's good to know.
And the gas that you didn't seem to like hearing about.
You know, they have their wicked little tools.
I think the Shadowlands escape idea is a pretty good idea, but I wouldn't be able to survive that, would I?
No. Which means that either I embrace it here or we wait to see if they manage to get down.
You look tired. Can you stay awake?
I don't know.
Out of character, it would require willpower the longer you try. And 6 hours is a long way away.
The longer we go, the harder it's going to be to stay awake.
I think you need to do something though, with me. It's kind of hard to breathe in here, and
I didn't think about that.
I don't think I'm gonna make it.
Well, if I embrace you here, you'll probably fall asleep before I do. Well, that and you'll die again.
Dying in 2 days anyways, right?
Fair enough.
According to Roger.
True. And JK will go over to like a coffer and open it up and grab some rope and tell her, I have to tie you down or else you're going to try to run.
Okay.
My bite hurts a lot.
Compared to other bites that don't hurt at all, or...
Imagine 2 long needles sticking through your neck and then being twisted like a blade.
I kind of imagine that's how all vampires feed.
Yes, but none of them can physically hurt others by just biting. Well, they can empty out the blood, but the bite itself isn't harmful.
Is this a you thing or a clan thing?
Clan thing.
Okay. Slowly picking it up. Well, she holds out her hands and kind of looks around. She's very weak at the moment, so she does not have the greatest strength.
JK will just tie her hands together so that she won't fight back.
She takes off her belt and chews down on it.
That'll help as well. See you on the other side. And JK will just embrace her.
That's a process. First of all, it's embracing someone. There's a few stains from that. It's hurting a touchstone. And killing a touchstone. I'm just gonna look that up, just to be sure. How many stains?
This is JK racing towards the bottom of the humanity
Yeah.
track.
I'm pretty sure it's like 3. Like to kill your own
Straight
touchstone. It's
humanity
like-
generation ST.
Yeah.
Just go ahead. Let's do this now.
Starts a plague, kills your own touchstone.
Right,
Sick.
exactly. It's like
Age is gonna hate.
Where would that be? Humanity chapter.
I should have better when I had the chance.
One would never know with this book.
Oh, it's probably not in that part of the book.
Oh, there we go.
It's probably under experience. for some reason.
Touchstone destroyed by your actions. That's a 3. And embracing a mortal, that's a 2. So you get 5 stains.
Lovely.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck.
What's your humanity at right now?
Oh, my humanity is currently at 5.
So one more stain and you go into degeneration. You can take
Lovely.
it. Just don't do any more shit this session.
Like that's an option.
Well,
JK, I'll try to take care of you.
you drain a muffled, trying to scream Vara and feed her your blood. And
Do I empty my hunger at least?
yes,
That's something.
and she dies. But she becomes... Well, she doesn't look sick anymore. She's just dead. She's pale as a corpse, but her beauty returns. The black bile coming from her nose and mouth, it disappears. Kind of like it goes into smoke, and then she's just there, dead as a doornail, on the floor.
Unconscious, I assume? Unconscious, I assume?
Yeah, at the moment dead, but you know it can take a while before anything happens.
Do I see a spirit with sense the unseen? Or does it seem like the spirit stayed in the body this time?
There's no spirits down here,
Lovely.
but you're starting to feel the strain of daylight, and if you want to stay awake more, you will have to spend willpower.
I'll do that. Do I roll?
No, just superficial willpower.
Oh, delicious.
You start to hear creaking from upstairs, like something is coming down.
Like the building?
Yep.
Do I know approximately how long it'll take for the roof or floor, I guess, to fall through?
Well, it won't fall into the bunker.
No, but until the morgue itself?
I honestly don't know how long it would take for a building that size to burn down, but it's probably a more controlled fire, so I don't know, half an hour, maybe an hour. I don't know. Would have to ask a fireman how how fast it actually goes.
But in that case, I'll slowly open the bunker door. And just peek out to see if there's anyone hiding in my basement.
You touch the door, and then your skin burns. The
Oh,
door is
lovely.
too hot. You take 1 superficial damage,
Thank you.
but there's clearly fire outside. And you feel the room, well, the bunker is starting to get warm as well. It's not turning into an oven, but kinda.
Well, shit. Well, I have a corpse in front of me.
2 of them.
Yeah, but only one of them's fresh. There's 2 little dead guys and then there's 1 fresh body. I believe I can use that to split the shroud still. I just need to drip whatever blood's... If there's any blood remaining onto a sheet and slice it. I think.
I'll allow it, because the roll is extremely difficult during this time of day.
Yeah.
But you can do a rouse and do your ceremony to tear open the veil.
Let's see if I degenerate before I even try this. Nope.
Rousing success. Beast is quiet. Just letting you drive the bus.
I believe it's negative 2 modifier. No, negative 3. Lovely. 5 with a crit.
5 was a crit. That's more than good enough. You split the shroud, and you feel the lovely feeling of darkness coming out of it. It kind of fills the room, and you no longer feel affected by the hassles of daylight.
Well, that's one major plus.
You obviously hear the screams of the damned on the other side. And a bit of crackling lightning from a tempest.
Fun. Before considering going through, JK will just go around the room, gather some of his favorite books, and open his briefcase, and take out Gertrude, one piece by one piece, and put her in the wall next to the other, like, 20, 30 skeletons that are just lining. And then just put some of his favorite books and some of the more historical evidences he has found of vampires and Hecata throughout his 100 years in London. And just take one final look back before grabbing Vara's body and stepping through the shroud.
You gather the essentials, the important stuff. The last jar of virgin blood, and you step into the shroud. Well, it looks the same, just decrepit, but you're in the same place. You're in the bunker.
Huh.
But it's night here, so that's nice at least. Do you bother to close the shroud again, or do you leave it open?
I don't have a way to stitch it.
Door is open then.
If they attack me during the day, they might as well fucking go insane.
But you can leave the building if you want to. It's obviously another version of it, but it still kind of looks like the same.
I'll exit the building, and does the building look afire as I go through it?
No, it looks burnt down. Like, all the way. At least the first floor.
Fun. And I guess... So the sunlight isn't, like, forcing me to try to go to sleep now?
Not in here.
Then I'll head to Tottenham, where I know there's a certain gate out of the Shadowlands.
Yes. Is there anything else you want to do on the way there? Before I jump scene?
Just feel intense anger and annoyance more than anything else.
Yes. completely understandable, and 5 stains is hitting hard.